Hi. Many times in Nigeria, some persons find it difficult to believe in the possibility of we getting things right. Evidence therefore becomes the best end to such arguments. In this video today, you are about to discover why Itunu City is appreciating so fast, emerging from a bare land into the fastest developing infrastructure along the LEKKI-EPE Corridor. Keep watching, you will find out very shortly.
Enjoy 9 million naira discount at the ongoing flash sales at Itunu City. With a 5 million naira initial deposit, you can own a plot for 26 million naira with a 2-month spread payment plan, or you can own a plot for 27 million naira with a 6-month spread payment plan. Only 10 plots remaining for this offer. Terms and conditions apply. Call the number on your screen to be.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Peter Side, your favorite real estate broker right here in the city of Lagos. So recently I got a call from a prospect, and that was on December 25th, 2022. That was a few days ago. I think around 10 a.m. my phone rang, and I picked up the call, and behold, the first thing I heard from this prospect was, "Why did you do this to me?" So that got me thinking. I was like, "How do you mean, sir?" So he now asked me, in his words, these big structures I'm seeing, is it the same Itunu we visited some months ago? So I said, yes, sir. And I had to ask him, are you at Itunu City? He said, yes. So he said he is driving to Ekpe Spa and Resort with his family for a Christmas outing. And then along the road, he saw the structures and decided to take a peep. This is the real story of what happened. After Itunu City was launched on 20th August 2022, I introduced Itunu City to this prospect. He's a first-time investor. He came for inspection. I showed him around. I also showed him the 3D prototype of what we intend to put up at Itunu City. And but in the process, I was after he was a bit reluctant, and he was like, all of these things I'm showing them, how soon will these things happen, and that he knows his people, he knows Nigerians. He actually doubted the possibility of we being able to implement the 3D photos that I was showing him, being a prototype of what we intend to build at Itunu City. And so thereafter, I continued talking with him, and he was supposed to make payment, but it dragged on and on until after November. And when he looked like he was ready to make payment, he reached me. I told him the price has increased to 35 million naira per plot, and I think that was the last time we spoke. So when he called me on the 25th of December and said, why did you do this to me? When I further inquired, it was not like, why did you not help me to buy land inside here? My answer was very simple. I said, look, my job is more like that of a medical doctor. When you go to the hospital to see a medical doctor or a consultant, and then you complain of an illness, what the medical doctor will simply do is to ask you some questions. He will examine you. After examination, he will diagnose you, and after the diagnosis and all of that, he will make recommendations of what to do, or the drugs you should take and all of that. And after that, if you choose not to take the drugs that the medical doctor has prescribed, the medical doctor cannot be blamed. That is the same thing with me as a broker and as a consultant. When you come to me with your real estate investment, I will ask you questions. I will examine your investment objectives and all of that, and thereafter I will make the necessary recommendation. And the much I can do is to make the recommendation and try to talk you into making a decision. But if you choose otherwise, you find out that I'm not to be blamed. So this is what played out. And thereafter, when we got talking, he was surprised on the level of work, the level of infrastructure that has gone into Itunu City between when he visited 3 days after Itunu City was launched in August and the 25th day of December. So the question now becomes, why is Itunu City appreciating so fast in value within the shortest period of time? The reasons are very simple. But before I give you that 7 reasons, now if you are visiting my channel for the very first time, you are welcome. I'm excited to have you. Please do wait to click the subscribe and notification bell for free, so you can always get interesting updates. Yes, you will be among the first to always get exciting updates on this very platform. Now, having said that, here are the 7 reasons why Itunu City is appreciating very fast. Number 1 is location. Like I have said oftentimes, that when it comes to real estate acquisitions, Location is very important. I have said that severally. I mentioned it in one of my books which I released within this year, titled How to Predict Property Value Appreciation in Nigeria. I mentioned that one way you can actually predict how fast your property will appreciate in Nigeria is location, because location is key. And Itunu City is a good example of how location can influence property value appreciation within the shortest period of time. And so when Itunu City was launched on August 20th, 2022, the Eleko to Ekpeti Junction section of the Lekki-EPE Expressway was newly constructed. As of then, there was no street lighting, but if you go there today, you find out that they have installed street lighting, on that very road. And beyond that, they've also gone ahead to map out the roads. Now, between when that property was launched until date, there's been a whole lot of development. You've probably heard of the proposed Lekki-EPE International Airport that is coming just very close to Itunu City. So location is key. Itunu City is facing the expressway. Itunu City is in the eye of the public. That's why it's a misuse property, which means that it's suitable for both commercial and residential purposes. Itunu City is situated in the midst of economic activities. Oh yes, that is why if you stand in front of Itunu City for 3 seconds, you're going to see all manner of heavy vehicles and and cars moving around. Is it that they're going to Alaro City, or they are going to Lekki Free Trade Zone, or they are going to VI, or they are going to Epe? So location is key, and location is one of the reasons why you see that Itunu City is appreciating so fast in value, because there's a whole lot of activities within that environment. And so if you are still contemplating or owning pieces of Itunu City, now could be the better time to do so, because property is well sited in the midst of the fastest developing area of LEKKI-EPE Corridor. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why Itunu City is appreciating so fast in value, selling from 20 million naira at pre-launch offer to 35 million naira. That is a 50 million naira profit. And of course, we've had some clients who bought into the pre-launch offer. Today they can gladly resell their plots at 35 million naira, and that gives them a 15 million naira profit in less than 5 months. That is amazing. The second reason why Itunu City is appreciating so fast in value is infrastructure. Now, if you look at Itunu City today, you will see that from the gatehouse and car park, all of the infrastructure we have in place is a reflection of the prototype we brought out. So you don't have a project where you are designing another thing and you are building another thing. No. In the case of Itunu City, what we have on ground is a pure practical reflection of the prototype we brought out in the 3D. I also mentioned in my book where I talked about how to predict property appreciation. One of the things I mentioned is infrastructure. When you see a property that has lots of amazing infrastructures on it, you can be rest assured that that property will appreciate so fast in terms of value. Itunu City today has moved from a bare land. Yes, when Itunu City was launched, it was a bare land. Nothing was happening there. We had to clear the place. As from August 20th till date, being the 30th day of December 2022, when this video is being done, you can see massive transformation. From the gatehouse, from the environment, from the internal roads, you see, solar powered lighting. Everything is looking, so it is a total transformation. And when you have this kind of infrastructures in a property, the value will certainly appreciate. So the second reason why you see that Itunu City is appreciating in real-time value within the shortest period of time is the level of infrastructure that we have been put in place. Don't also forget that Itunu City is coming as a whole city of its own. Like I've mentioned in earlier videos, in Itunu City, we're going to have a central business district. In Itunu City, we are going to have an entertainment center. In Itunu City, we are going to have a tech city where we will breed, the future tech experts in Nigeria and beyond. In Itunu City, we are going to have, parks and gardens. In Itunu City, we are going to have an education center. So everything that makes a vibrant and smart community is what we are working on at Itunu City. And beyond the prototype we have brought out so far, if you visit Itunu City today, you can see that we have started implementing all of the infrastructures that we mapped out for Itunu City. And that is one of the reasons why it is appreciating so fast in value. Don't also forget that as of the day we launched that project, the MD mentioned that we are going to commence infrastructure development in the month of November 2022. But surprisingly, they did a U-turn and started the infrastructure development for Itunu City right in August. And that is why you see the massive structures that you can find today in Itunu City. And so for you who is watching this could be the better opportunity for you to also acquire pieces of Itunu City. Reason being that since you missed out in the pre-launch offer and the property has appreciated in value to 35 million naira, even if we are currently doing a 9 million naira flash sales discount, it means that if you also buy into Itunu City as I speak now, you will be enjoying a 9 million naira discount from it. But after that, the price will go back to 35 million naira. And don't forget that we have only 50 plots available for these flash sales. And as of yesterday, 40 plots was already gone. So we just have 10 plots remaining for the flash sales. So you could be the lucky owner of that remaining 10 plots of Itunu City, because Itunu City will appreciate further in terms of value. The reasons are obvious. Like I've already mentioned, the location is strategic. The level of infrastructure you are seeing today at Itunu City is actually the least you will see, because we are working to put up more amazing infrastructure, because the of every estate development is infrastructure. And so that is why we are intentional about putting in nothing but the best world-class infrastructure in Itunu City. And so when you own properties inside Itunu City, you can be rest assured that both now and in the future, you will have maximum return for your investment. If you want to buy a property there, you can buy as many plots as possible, so that in the future you can decide to develop some, you can resell some, you can use some for a JV and all of that. But either way, you can be rest assured that you will have maximum return for your investment. The third reason why Itunu City is appreciating fast in value is the neighborhood. As of when Itunu City was launched, nothing much was really happening within the neighborhood. But as I speak to you today, between August 20th and today, a visit to Itunu City shows a massive development within Itunu City. By that I mean that if you go to Itunu City today, just take a look around the neighborhood and you see all manner of estate development. You have a main estate, you have the Fairmount Gardens, and the rest of. So all you will notice that there has been a total transformation of the neighborhood. Lots of estate development is now in place within that Aiyetoro housing scheme where Itunu City is located. And of course, you know that is very important, because neighborhood is also critical when it comes to buying a property. And that is also another signal that if you buy into Itunu City, you are doing the right thing. Because looking at the neighborhood when Itunu City was launched and what we have today, there is a huge transformation of that environment. When Itunu City was launched, you can cite some bush path, but today all you have are mega rising estate development all within Itunu City. And like I mentioned earlier, already you also hear that after Itunu City was launched, some weeks later, the Lagos state government got an approval from the federal government through the Ministry of Aviation to construct the LEKKI-EPE International Airport. And of course, you know that Itunu City is just a stone throw to the junction of the proposed airport. And as of today, when this video is being shot, the Lagos state government has also announced the preferred bidder to construct the 4th mainland bridge, which is another mega infrastructure. You also know that we have the Blue Rail project, another project within the neighborhood of Itunu City. Not to also forget the fact that the Coastal Road project today is also being constructed. So neighborhood is important, because from the neighborhood of a property, you can actually predict the level of socioeconomic activities that will be taking place in that environment, through which you can know if your property will appreciate in value. Beside the Itunu City, we also have Alaro City. If you go to Alaro City today, you see that the construction of the Alaro City Boulevard that also takes you to the other part of Ibeju-Lekki is ongoing. So you have massive development all around Itunu City. The more reason why this is the better time for you, wherever you live within and outside Nigeria, to queue in now and grab your pieces of Itunu City before it appreciates further. But if you choose not to buy now, it means you will have to pay more in the future. Oh yes, the properties you fail to buy today, you will certainly pay more in the future. And like I will always advise, when it comes to buying a property, don't focus so much on the amount of money you are paying today. Focus more on the future value of that property. The fourth reason why Itunu City is appreciating so fast is the developer's vision. The developer of Itunu City, like I've mentioned before now, is a very reliable brand. It's actually one of the best brands we have currently in the Nigerian real estate industry. I can say that confidently without fear of favor. They are one of the best. The developer has a vision of putting up a mega city. In Itunu City, we're going to have a helipad. In Itunu City, we're going to have a golf course. Itunu City is giving you a smart city, nothing short of luxury. And so far, so good. They have shown commitment in pursuing that very vision. And that is why you see that they are doing everything to put up the road networks, the car park, the perimeter fencing, the gatehouse. Everything is amazing. And that is one of the reasons why you see that the value of properties inside Itunu City is also appreciating so fast. The fifth reason why Itunu City is appreciating so fast in value is patronage. Oh yes, people are actually buying into Itunu City. When you see a large number of persons going towards a particular direction, make out time to check out why they are going there. There must be something unique about it. Make no mistake about it, Itunu City is selling. Itunu City is selling out so fast because Nigerians, real estate investors, smart investors within and outside Nigeria can see clearly the bigger picture we have for Itunu City and they are queuing in. So one of the reasons why Itunu City is appreciating fast in value is the issue of patronage. By patronage, I mean that a lot of people are buying into Itunu City. And of course, you know that economically speaking, when that happens, the forces of demand and supply also comes into play. When you have more demand over supply, you find out that prices are likely to go high. Oh yes, that is a simple economics. And so the fifth reason why Itunu City is appreciating in value, I must tell you, is patronage. People are buying into Itunu City. Itunu residential sold out in record time. But what we have seen so far in Itunu City is even more amazing. They say a good product sells itself. Alright? From the structuring of Itunu City, it's obvious that it is something mega that is already springing up right at Ibeju-Lekki. And as I speak to you today, Itunu City is the fastest developing infrastructure along the LEKKI-EPE Corridor. And so if you are still wondering or contemplating if you should buy into Itunu City, I do hope that you will take action now, because if you don't buy at the current price, especially with this current December flash sales, you will need to pay more in the future to buy, because at that point it will become a secondary market. So why not make that call? Send a WhatsApp message to the number that is showing on your screen now. I can help you get plots of land. Yes, plots of land inside Itunu City. You can buy into the residential plot, you can buy into the commercial plot. Currently, under the December flash sales, the residential plot is going for 26 million naira for an outright payment. Oh yes, the residential plot is going for 26 million naira for an outright payment. Outright payment means that you can pay 26 million naira once, or you can spread the payment within a period of 2 months. And if you don't want to do that, you can also pay 27 million naira for a period of 6 months. It means that after your initial deposit, you can spread your balance within a period of 6 months. With that, you can pay your 27 million naira and you have a residential plot inside Itunu City. We also have the commercial plot all available, but the flash sales is just for the residential plot. And like I told you before, 40 plots is gone. All we have currently is just 10 plots remaining. So why not take action now and become the next proud landlord right inside Itunu City? The sixth reason why Itunu City is appreciating fast in value, guess what it is? Itunu City has a unique, well-structured payment plan. Now what that means is that you can spread your balance within a period of 12 months after the initial deposit of 5 million naira. And like I said earlier, we are currently running a flash sales, and that flash sales will last only between now and January 15th, 2022. And already we had just 50 plots for the flash sales. 40 plots is already gone. We have just 10 plots left. Don't also forget that the prices for Itunu City comes all inclusive. What that means is that there is no hidden charges. And so if you are paying 26 million naira under the flash sales outright. That is the only payment you have to make. There is no other payment involved. Once you finish your payment, you get your plot allocation. So the sixth reason why Itunu City is appreciating fast in value is the conducive payment plan we have for Itunu City, which is making it easy for people to buy and also meet up with other financial expenses. What that means is that you can now plan yourself. You can pick a payment plan that is most suitable for you, looking at your income. You can do 3 months, you can do 6 months, you can do 12 months. Keep watching as I bring you more. The seventh reason why Itunu City is appreciating so fast in value, guess what it is? Investors' confidence. Yes, investors' confidence is the seventh reason why Itunu City is appreciating real fast in value. By that I mean that given the level of commitment the developer has shown so far in putting up the planned infrastructures for Itunu City, investors are happy. All right? Nothing excites an investor that when you bought a property, it was a bare land. And from that bare land today, when you drive through that same location, you see a beautiful architectural gatehouse. You see all of the infrastructures, the perimeter fencing. You see a beautiful road network. You see solar powered electricity. You see security personnel who watch over Itunu City 24/7, meaning that you have your security of investment assured. So all of this has brought confidence in the mind of investors who invested earlier. And so they are now referring their family, their friends, and their loved ones to buy into Itunu City. So the summary of this point is that given the level of development or transformation that has taken place in Itunu City, emerging from a bare land into a mega infrastructure today, the investors are now confident. They are now beginning to see the actual picture of what the developer has for Itunu City. And because of that, it is bringing a whole lot of happiness. It is bringing a whole lot of confidence. They suddenly realize that they actually made the right choice by investing at Itunu City. And many of them are even eager to invest more. Yeah, so you find out that what we have so far are happy investors. An investor that bought a property in August for 20 million naira and is ready to resell it in December and is selling it for 35 million naira. It means that investor has made a profit of 15 million naira in less than 5 months. Anybody will be happy. And that is happening because the developer of that property intentionally made it possible for the property to appreciate in the shortest period of time. Courtesy of infrastructure, courtesy of location, courtesy of a lot of variables. So far so good. I hope you now understand why Itunu City is appreciating so fast. One, I mentioned location. Secondly, I mentioned infrastructure. Thirdly, I mentioned neighborhood. Fourthly, I mentioned developer's vision. Fifth, I mentioned patronage. The sixth point, I mentioned conducive payment plan. And lastly, I mentioned investors' confidence. Now that you know all of this, why not call the number on your screen? Or why not send an SMS? Talk to your network, your family, and grab pieces of Itunu City. You can actually do a partnership investment. Yes, you can put your resources together and acquire a plot of Itunu City, and then you can share it half plot. Imagine if you had half plot of land inside Banana Island today. I'm sure you know what that means, right? Imagine if you had, or your parents had, half plot of land inside the Atlantic City today. It simply means that you're a billionaire. And so, I present you an opportunity again to buy into Itunu City. All you need to begin is to call or send a WhatsApp message to the number that is showing on your screen. And with that, you can be a proud owner right at Itunu City. Let me again use this medium to say big congratulations to all my clients in diaspora and in Nigeria too who bought into Itunu City at the pre-launch offer. I am sure you are excited. I've been getting lots of commendation for that very investment, and we look forward to more happiness out of this investment. Again, my name is Brian Peter Sai, your favorite real estate broker right here in the city of Lagos. Thank you for watching, and bye for now as I expect your call.